guys, welcome back. So today I have another video for you guys, and it's another foundation review because people are just coming out with those foundations and I barely ever do reviews, and you guys really liked my last one and I got requests on this foundation, and today I'm reviewing the new Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. I have all the shades luckily, so I'm able to swatch all of them for you guys. I swatched all of them on my skin. I take you guys through the application process, what I think of it, and any close-ups that I may have. Now the clips that you're going to see are not with this makeup because, as I said, I've worn it about 3 times, so I want to give you my full thoughts. So that's why my makeup is different. So let me just give you a rundown of their claims on this foundation, and then we will get into the fun part. So Jouer came out with this new foundation in 17 shades. I think they have cool, neutral, and warm tones. It's not very clear. There's no undertones on their website unless you really read the description of each shade. So I'll try to leave as much information for you guys down below, but hopefully you will get a gist when I do the different swatches on my skin. As I said, luckily I have all 17 shades, so I'm able to give it all to you guys today. But anyways, it says that it's a flawless, nourishing, full coverage foundation. It's lightweight and long wearing. It has an airbrush matte finish. It's concentrated, smooth formula. And it has ingredients, actually really good ingredients, to calm and cool the skin, and it minimizes redness. Some of the things it has in it is chamomile, cucumber extract, and hyaluronic acid to plump the skin for a youthful, fresh finish. So those are the online claims. I haven't seen many reviews of this foundation, so hopefully I'm going to be as helpful to you guys as possible. Let me jump into the swatches of the different shades, the packaging, and my application of the foundation, and the overall look. So let's go. Alright guys, let's get into the foundations. I luckily received this in PR, so thank you so much, Jouer. And these are all the shades, 17, starting off with the palest, which is Alabaster. Then we have Pearl, a lot of light shades here. Then we have Shell, super pretty, Porcelain. And these are the shades all together. Again, a good range of really pale shades. Then we have a close-up. We're moving on to Sand. Then we have Almond. Next is Fawn. And lastly is Latte, which is what I'm going to be wearing later on in the clips. So these are the shades all together, good shades of different kinds of undertones as well in this light range. Then we're moving on to some medium. So here we have Caramel. Next we have Macchiato, Bronzed, and lastly Nutmeg for the medium shades, medium tan shades. Again, here they are all together, so hopefully this helps you with different undertones, and a close-up for you guys there. And moving on to the deep shades, so we have Cafe, Walnut, Cocoa, I don't know how to pronounce this next one, Carob, and then Espresso is last, which is the darkest, deepest shade. Hopefully this gives you guys a good impression of the tan and deep shades. Again, not enough deep shades in my personal opinion, but hopefully they can expand that in the future. So I use the Fenty Pro Filter Primer as my base. I really just felt to use this primer for that day, and then I'm using the shade Latte. So this is the bottle. They're glass frosted bottles, and they're quite small, and they have a pump, which is perfect. They tell you to shake it really, really well, so that is what I did. I used Latte for this day, but as you can see in my beginning and end clips, I did mention that I'm using Macchiato, which is more tan.
I don't know why I was using this. Maybe I felt paler that day, but as you can see, it's super full coverage. The brush I'm using is from It Cosmetics. It's their flat top foundation brush, but yes, you can see the coverage is pretty full. I didn't have to layer. This is one layer and it is 1.5 pumps, and it's full on. I of course didn't use the full 1.5 pumps on one side. I used it for my full face, so that can give you an idea of how much product you need. And this is the clips with the rest of my makeup on, so I did the rest of my face. As you can see, around the laugh lines, it started to gather up and like sink into those areas, and on my chin it looked a little cakey in my opinion, and this was freshly applied.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and it was somewhat helpful. Now let me share with you my thoughts on the foundation. As you saw in the last clip, it did feel cakey, it did look cakey around the mouth, even just freshly applying it. Now a way to avoid that would be to apply less there, or avoid that area and just apply concealer, which is definitely what I've done today. As you can see, there's no cracking around the mouth. Let me get closer. There's no breaking up around the mouth area, as you saw in the last clip. So that's a way to avoid that, is to avoid that area. But that could just be me. I could just have a dry area in that region, and that's why the foundation clung on, or I applied a little too much. Usually the areas I would apply more foundation would be the cheek area, so maybe I brought it onto that area accidentally, or I wasn't really thinking about it. So that's something you could avoid, because it does look gorgeous on the rest of the skin. Again, I'm wearing it today. I'm actually wearing a different shade today. I don't know why. I decided the shade would be better for me, so I'm wearing the shade Macchiato, whereas the clip beforehand I wore the shade Latte. Very close. This one's just a little warmer, and I think it just matches me better, but hey ho. I wear different shades of foundation all the time. I don't know about you guys, but I mix and match, you know, I change color. But other than that, I think it looks stunning on the skin. It's definitely a full coverage foundation. They did say it's lightweight, and I do agree. It's a very liquidy formula. It actually does say on the bottle to shake really well before use. So it is a really liquidy, runny foundation. Once shaken, the pigments, like, you know, mix more, and so that is a better application for you guys, which is why they tell you to shake it well. But it is definitely lightweight, runny formula, and it's super full coverage. As for long wear, I don't wear my foundations for 10+ hours, but I do wear them around 5 hours is what I feel comfortable with. So the 3 times that I've worn this foundation, I've worn it for around 4 to 5 hours, and it still looked really pretty on the skin. Again, in that area, didn't look too cute, but there is ways to avoid that, because I have foundations that I absolutely adore on the skin, but hate it around maybe either the nose area or the mouth area. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I have dry areas around those regions, but I did want to tell you guys that. Also, I have normal skin, and my nose is quite oily at times, especially if I'm wearing foundation for a really long period of time, which is not very often. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't wear makeup for long periods of time. I just don't like it. But that is something for you guys to take into consideration. I like that they have 17 shades. That's pretty normal for a foundation range. There's always ways to improve that. Maybe they will expand that in the future. But for a first run, I think 17 shades is pretty good. And you did see that it came in a super pale shade and quite a deep shade. Not dark enough in my opinion, but there is that option for you guys. So hopefully you find that helpful. I think it does really cover any redness, any blemishes, any discoloration on the skin, because it's so high in pigment and really pigmented. But I do find the finish the prettiest. That's definitely the first thing I noticed after the fact that it's so full coverage. I noticed that it's so pretty on the skin, just sits pretty. It's a matte finish, but it doesn't look drying whatsoever. And I think the ingredients of like the chamomile and the cucumber extract, and the fact that it's supposed to be nourishing and hydrating on the skin while still staying matte, I really like that idea, and I just find it really pretty on the skin. It's definitely something I want to wear more often. Do I think it's my, you know, go-to holy grail? Definitely not. It's something I definitely have to play around with more often and find a way around that situation. But let me get close for you guys to see. Let me put the brightness down for you guys to see the finish. As you can see, I put less around this area and put more concealer, so it's not really breaking up. Really pretty on the skin, guys. I'm not even joking. So let me know your thoughts. Are you going to purchase this foundation? Are you going to try it out? Let me know what you think, how it looks on the skin, what you thought of the half and half, and the shade range. Let me know down below. As usual, I'll leave all products in the description box. And you guys asked me what my lips were last time in my previous video, so I'll leave what I'm wearing down below as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Definitely check out my social media. Everything is the Nina V. Subscribe to my channel and give me a big thumbs up if you want to. And at the end of this video, I'll link some recent videos for you guys to check out as well. I love you and leave you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.